today we're discussing metronomes, what they are and how to use them. Let's get started. If you want rhythm to feel and look easy, then practicing regularly with a metronome is the key to your success. Metronomes are devices that we use to mark time and give a regular pulse with ticking sounds. Now you can speed up those ticking sounds or you can slow them down based on your needs in the moment. Metronomes come in all shapes and sizes. They come mechanical, digital. You can even download a free metronome app on your phone. It is essential that as musicians we develop a consistent and regular sense of timing and rhythm. And that only comes with hard work and practice. The better you are at working with a metronome, the better you will be at reading and feeling rhythm. This is a handheld metronome. The first thing we'll need to do in order to use it properly is to set the rate of ticking. So it has numbers all around the side. The lower the number, the slower the beat. The higher the number, the faster the beat. So if I set it to 50, it sounds like this. If I set it to 120, it sounds like this. The next thing we need to do is figure out what gets the beat, what note value gets the beat. So for instance, say I'm in 4/4. Likely, I will want the quarter note to get the beat. So let's find a nice easy tempo. I'm going to put it at 72. And I'm going to think in quarter notes like this. Pie, 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 pie. Apple, apple, pie, pie. As you can hear, the quarter note gets the beat. Now let's say I'm struggling with some difficult rhythms. What you can do is put the beat on the 8th note, like this. I'm going to put that on 132, and I'm going to find the 8th note beat here. Apple, apple, pie, pie. Apple, apple, pie, pie. Doing that subdivides and can make it much easier to understand some difficult rhythms on the page. Now, some metronomes have a feature that allows you to change the pitch of the ticking on the downbeat of the measure. So let's say I'm in 4/4, and I want to get a sense of when the downbeat of the measure is. I'll set my metronome to 4 and turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That tells me when each measure begins. And I have the option of changing that on every 2 beats, every 3 beats, every 4 beats, 5, and 6. When you have a new piece of music, or even if you're working on something you already know, inevitably we kind of slow down or speed up. So using the metronome is very, very helpful. Start at a slow tempo and very slowly do it over and over again and take it a little bit faster and a little bit faster. Over time, you'll get up to tempo, it'll feel great, and it won't feel difficult because you will have learned it slowly and practice over and over again that consistent sense of a regular pulse. Using a metronome when you're warming up is great, but it's even more important in practicing your solo repertoire or even your choir music. So have some fun, get yourself a metronome, whether it's on your phone or you get yourself a portable one, whatever works best for you, but the harder you work with the metronome, the better at rhythm you will be. So we're in 3/4, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the food rhythms with the metronome. I'm going to turn it nice and slow, so that it's easy. 1, 2. Vanilla pie, pie, apple pie, pie, apple, apple, pie, pie, pie. When I'm comfortable with the food rhythms and it's really easy to say them with the metronome and up to tempo, then it's time to add the words to the rhythm, like this. 1, 2. Within the woodlands flowery gladed, by the oak tree's mossy moot. Once I get the text with the metronome up to tempo, now the task is to sing the solfege with the metronome. This is in the key of G major, so I'm starting on so. 1, 2. So, do, re, mi, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, la, do, re, do. The last step is then to put the melody with the words and get up to tempo with the metronome. If you want to learn more about this, check out our video on learning music effectively. You'll find the link in the description box below. 1, 2. Within the woodlands flowery gladed, by the oak tree's mossy moot. So say I'm using a metronome and I want the piece to go faster. What direction should the numbers go in order to achieve that? Why should you use a metronome? How is using a metronome helpful? You tell me. I'll see you next week for another episode of BSU Sings.